He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker, rest in peace.
What more do you want from me?
He wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me. So you wanted the homie, you didn't want me. You said I'm old.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either, so relax. And yeah, so now we're here. It's like an actual somewhat of a love story. It's crazy.
So there's this, and I probably gotta find it during TikTok or something like that, and hopefully I can put it at the beginning of this video. But if it's not, I was just too lazy to find a video. But there's this video of Tyrese and his girlfriend Zelly, and he has spoken highly of this girl Zelly. He has, like, found love again, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, and I guess she dropped that bomb that he wasn't he Tyrese wasn't her type really. Paul Walker was. May he rest in peace. Um Now I don't me myself I don't personally have a problem with what she said because and the only reason I do not have a problem with what she said because I feel like you probably majority of the time men you just like sometimes you get a woman you're not her first choice and you got to be maybe that's just be keeping it real to myself when like the ex I was with for like the longest I guarantee you I was never her first choice and I know this because when we first started like even vibing it was just like she tried to low bro me. But eventually, I kind of like broke out of that little bro shit, got out the friend zone, ended up dating her, and that was that's still the longest relationship I had. Now I'm going to say this: I like even then knew that she was. I'm pretty sure I wasn't her first choice or some shit like that. But I still was able to spark an interest enough to her to even give me a chance to where I feel like even though we broke it up, I feel like I was the best thing that ever happened to her. But that's just my ego, maybe it's just my pride, but that's how maybe there probably was someone better, but at the time I did felt like that like I was the best thing for her. And maybe it's just how I just roll with things. Me personally, like I said, I'm probably like the next person with I'm probably not her first option, but I want to be your best option. And if my job is to make sure she sees that I am the best option, that you don't feel like you settled with me. Now, the thing is, one, I gotta be now. I do believe this. You do got to be physically attracted to this person. You do got to be physically attractive. I feel like a lot of dudes get cheated on because the wife is or their significant other isn't excuse me isn't physically attracted to that person, and that usually happens. I feel like you do got to be physically attracted to that person for one because I feel like it helps with your foundation of relationships that she is physically attracted to you. She's just like, or at least she finds you cute or handsome, or it's just like, because I'm gonna be real with you. When you're wanted by other women, I don't like it. When you're desired by other women, it does help you because it's just like other women's going to look at what makes them so desirable, and then they want to figure it out. So, try to be physically attractive. That's for one thing. Now also, you as a man always wants to self improve. It's all about self improvement, just getting your, bossing yourself up, getting your status up, getting your money up, um, doing everything you can to make yourself a better man, right? To a point where, people look at you as like you that dude or the high value. So you should always, improve yourself, and that's without anyone telling you. Like, you don't need no one to tell you to prove yourself. That's something you should already know. So I'm basically preaching to the choir right there. Now the thing is, I don't have a problem with her saying that, because maybe she didn't, you know she was honest at least. I think Tyrese is just sensitive. But Tyrese is a sensitive brother. So it's just like, I see him as being hurt, and he looked hurt too. He was like, "Don't touch me," and all that other stuff, and he looked he looked very hurt. And it's just like, I know a lot of people are just trying to run with this or some shit like that, but you got her. And maybe, I don't know. There are some women that always feel like, they can do better. And my thing is, well, they feel like they can do better. Go see if they can. They can, but when they find out they can't do better, they always come back to you. Maybe that's why your ex-wife wants to come back and reconcile a year later, because maybe she felt like she could do better, and she didn't. She ended up, losing it. So you was her best, in my opinion. His Tyrese's ex-wife was the best option, and then he moved on. It's like, maybe now we want to reconcile or some shit like. So with that being said, fellas, like, do not get angry. And this is just this is my personal opinion. You should not get angry if a woman says, you're not a first choice. But you do always want to show your woman that I may not be your first choice, but I'm damn sure your best choice. I feel like that's what Yo Gotti did with Angela Simmons. Now, she could be trying to put it on the front, but Yo Gotti probably do good shit for her. Maybe he does treat her like a queen. I said she will end up seeing that somewhere, one way or another. That, the niggas that she used to chase and follow never wanted her for this variety of reasons, never treated her right. So you finally get a man that's going to treat you right. Hey, ladies, this is where you fuck up all the time, because y'all so used to niggas not doing shit or not doing anything for you. When you finally get a man that do shit for you and wants to give you the world, y'all don't know how to handle it. It's not gaslighting, but a lot of you women do not know how to handle a good man when he's staring you right in your face. It's like, this man does everything for you. Now, shout out to the woman that took my virginity. And this is going to be weird, but like, we still talk from time to time. And she told me about her husband. And she always talking about how, like, that man is like a godsend to her, because it's just like, in short, he is the best thing that he is the best thing that she could ever have, or something like that. It's possible, and I respect that. I respect that. I told her, yo, I respect the relationship. I wouldn't do anything to try to break her up anyway, but the fact that she sees the value in that man, she's not letting that go ever. So, she is someone that sees the value in that man and appreciate to what he brings, and she's happy with him. She's very content and happy with that man. So I feel like once the women realize that you're the best option, they're gonna want to give you the world, and they want to make sure you stay the best option because, like I said, you know, women are the gatekeepers of sex, but men are the gatekeepers of relationships. And trust me, and once, and this is, I not to try to contradict myself because I know I said there's some women that don't know how to keep a good man. The ones that do will always do whatever it takes to keep that man in that echelon, to be his peace. There are women that do, once they realize that, oh, yeah, and it's not like a settlement. It's like, oh no, this is the guy. This is the guy. They I don't want to say they come correct. Yeah, they come correct. They basically come correct because you're doing everything that she wants. You're doing, and then not only that you're doing it, you're surpassing levels to even her expectations. Why would you want to give it up? But there are women that try to sabotage their own happiness because they don't know what they have, or they overplay a hand, which does happen. But the ones that do, the ones that know how to play their hand correctly, and this is when I say this is, you don't feel like you settled after that. Oh no, this is the nigga. Oh no, this nigga do everything for me. This nigga do me right. This nigga treat me like a queen. This nigga is like this is the one. When women realize that, they're not giving that up for shit. And I believe that. So I've always believed in not being. You don't have to be someone's first choice. You just gotta be someone's best choice. But it takes her. But in conclusion, she has to open up. She has to realize that. She does have to realize that. Now, there are some women that's going to push boundaries. There are some women that's going to, how can I say, try to see if there's, they can go somewhere else. But mostly, it all comes back to, how can I say this? If you're the best option, she'll know what to stick with. But am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comment section. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.